we're talking about weird family traditions.
You guys.
I have been mortified the entire break by what Rula told me.
Please don't say it again. Don't say it again.
This person that posted about this knife that hangs on the wall.
No, I don't want to see it. Don't show us.
There it is.
Ew.
And they thought it was normal that every household in America had a poop
I'm so
knife.
disturbed.
Ew, David.
Who would?
Oh, that is
David,
so horrifying. So
it just says that their family has large visits to the
to
restaurant.
prevent a logjam, they have to physically cut it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that's horrible.
This person says, I thought it was normal to walk through the hallway and have somebody call out, "Hey, can you get me the knife?" I thought it was.
Oh, my God. No way.
You have a plunger, you have a toilet brush, and you had the knife.
That's how normal people think.
Oh,
Okay, so we're asking the question at 713-390-KRBE. What is some weird tradition that you just recently realized that's not actually traditional? Nobody knows that, and everyone thinks we're weirdos now. I'm going to read this text real fast, guys, because this person wrote, every Christmas, Santa would bring everyone a shot of hot damn. Everyone had to sip it and say, hot damn. As a 12-year-old, it was not about getting to drink a sip of alcohol. It was more about the only day of the year I was allowed to say a curse word. I had no idea that Santa only does this for us. And when I tell people, they're like, well, what? Huh? We didn't
Wait,
get
the
a shot of
kid
hot
got
damn.
to have a shot of hot damn?
The 12-year-old.
Was that
Everybody
the
would
one that
sip
you
the hot
put
damn.
in the freezer and it would create crystals inside of the bottle? Do you remember that?
Sounds like something hot.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's spicy. It's cinnamon. And
Is it like cinnamon schnapps or what?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's thick.
Can we just, breaking news, please, breaking news. Breaking blanking news. I just did not think that the Rula and Ryan show motto would apply to that knife. Ladies and gentlemen, there is somebody on text that says they have also heard of the knife.
Is that where the saying comes from? Cut the crap?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
More than one family had a
I
knife?
figured it out.
Let's find out, Ryan. Can you look that up for Dumb Question Amnesty today?
That's the origin of
Where
that
does
saying.
cut the crap come from? Cut that crap out. Cut that crap. Where is that? Is that what the knife? So you're
think the
telling me
poop
more than
knife.
one family in the world had a knife hanging in the bathroom?
Ew.
Okay, moving on. Let's go to Fernando. Fernando.
I've had a few where I think I need a sickle in there.
Oh, Ryan.
Hi, Fernando. Welcome to the Rula and Ryan Show. Good morning.
Thank you.
So what is a family tradition you have that when you tell people, they're like, oh, really? You do that? That's something.
That's not normal.
Yeah, so we started about 5 years ago. We go to cruise every January. So we go to Carnival. And we took a fantastic Caribbean vacation, a week, actually.
That's awesome.
Wow. So
Really
every year you take a week-long cruise in Januaries. Every January.
Yes, so except last year because of COVID. But we start about 5 years ago. Every January we go to a cruise.
So y'all are rich.
No, actually we do payment plans. It's cheaper on January. That's why we go in January.
Oh, you go after like the holidays because everyone has to be back at school.
After the holidays and everything is cheaper.
That's true. If you go like the
Smart.
second or
Disney
third
in
week of
February.
January, I guarantee it's got to be cheaper because everyone has to be back at school. I never thought
Yeah,
of that.
it's actually at the beginning of January, like on the 5th or 6th. That's where we live.
Wow.
See,
So
most people don't even go on a cruise though,
ever in their
like,
lives.
ever, or maybe once, and you're going every year. That's a pretty cool
Yeah.
tradition. I like
And
that.
they actually Carnival. The good thing about Carnival is they give you about 5 months to pay your ticket or your room. So that's a good benefit. So you
And
can
you got
do a
the-
payment plan.
They had the good hamburgers with Guy Fieri's hamburger place
Oh,
in there
Oh, yeah.
with the donkey
Oh, yeah.
sauce. Oh,
And
yeah.
the pizza's
dirty.
buffet. Oh yeah, everything's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I
That's
recommend it.
nice. I'm glad,
like
Fernando,
that.
you get to have family memories like that every single year.
So that's a good
just
one.
gotta
That's
get
not
plans.
normal though. Most people don't
It's
get
not
to do a
normal, no.
cruise every year.
Lisa, do we go to Lisa? We do have to go to Lisa. Lisa
Well,
is
I guess we
confirming
have
the
to.
knife.
Oh, I don't want to.
Ryan,
will
did you
not be
find where Cut
happy.
the Crap comes from? Did you look that up? Where Cut the
No.
Crap comes from?
Hang on. Let me.
Lisa
Lisa?
is on the line while Ryan looks that up because she says her family had
this.
this knife. Hi, Lisa, welcome.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Morning.
You're about to gross
We're
Kevin out even
scared
though he
about-
took
We're
the call.
scared about the conversation. What is happening, Lisa?
First of all, I have to say this was my great grandmother who I loved dearly, named my daughter after her.
Wow.
But growing up, when we would go to great grandma's house, if we used the bathroom, we had to say if we were going number 1 or number 2. And if we said number 2, she then followed with a special knife to, take care of business.
No. What?
Why? That was your plumbing. That's
Couldn't
your
the
house.
toilet just handle whatever was going to happen? Was ever happening up in there? That's why it's a toilet.
Well, the house was really old. She lived in, I grew up in Minneapolis. She lived in a old house off of this street. And I think that she just was leery of the plumbing. I'm not really sure. But yeah, we grew up with the poop knife.
Whoa!
You thought that was normal?
There open, like for children to manhandle, or she had to get the special knife out of a special drawer in a box or something. And how much Clorox is on that?
If I remember correctly, the knife was already in the bathroom.
Ew. Did she dip it in a Clorox bleach bath afterwards, or she's going to hang there?
Something like, how the barber always has the combs in the blue liquid or something?
Yeah,
you put the knife in that or what?
Wow. Maybe Lisa's onto something with the great grandma generation. Like their septic systems weren't
horrifying.
Take line 4.
Well, before you get to that, though, I got to the origin of cut the crap. It does not mean what we think. Cut the crap means something obsolete, applied to things cast off or discarded, probably derived from the Middle English crape, which is grain that was trodden underfoot in a barn. Thus, to cut the crap would mean discarding the unnecessary.
That makes more sense. I still like the poop knife one.
Marty, welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show. What did you do in your family you did not know nobody else does? Hi, Marty.
Good morning. My mom was 14 years old and went to spend the night at a friend's house, and that was the day she learned that you don't have to scrape the toast before you eat it because my grandmother burned it every single time.
Yeah.
And it was the running joke forever.
Wow.
That's what happens.
It's like, well, how come you don't have to scrape this one? What do you mean? Well, why does it look like this? Did you already
Because
scrape
it's
it? What are
burned,
you
so
talking
then
about?
you cut the knife to scrape off the burn, yeah.
That was her
Knife and
thing.
toast knife.
The butter, the butter in that dish has all that black
The crumbs
toast.
in it?
Oh, yeah.
And stuff.
That's really something else.
It always annoy me if you wanted to use the butter after that person's kettles is like charcoal shrapnel in the butter.
Yeah, it's like, come on, wipe off your knife
shrapnel,
before you get the butter.
One person said they grew up with a spaghetti wall in this story. Every time
you
the
throw a
mom
piece of
cooked
spaghetti against the wall?
the dad would tell us to check if it was cooked by flinging a piece on the wall to see if it stuck. If it was cooked, it was so fun. But then as an adult, when they were doing this in front of friends, like, what are you doing? It's like, that's a spaghetti wall.
But they left it up
No one
there?
has
Doing
that.
No, you take it down, but you have to find a wall that doesn't have like paintings or anything because you need it to stick to the actual wall. And if it sticks, then it's done. Okay, hold on.
All I know is that we've got Fallon standing by on the line.
Like
Yeah,
shaking her
let's
head
just.
going,
Are you good to connect her call, Sam? Are we
Yes,
okay with that one?
let's-
Okay.
let's see if they're
Let's
there.
welcome Fallon now. Good morning, Fallon.
Hey, everybody. Hi.
Hey, Fallon.
Hey, Fallon, so how can we help you out this morning?
This guy, Ned, kind of just ghosted me out of nowhere, and I don't know what happened.
Okay, so a few things. How long did you date Ned? How did you meet him? Like, give us the background on that.
We were set up from a mutual friend who thought we would hit it off, and we did. We went to the Texan preseason game against Tampa Bay a few weeks ago, and we had a lot in common. And we went for drinks after and met up for brunch with a couple of friends on Sunday. I mean, it was going really, really well, I thought.
So just one date, just the Texans date is all you had.
Yeah.
Did you guys get physical that date?
Yeah, we did.
So you actually went all the way with this guy on the first date.
You know, we
The
enjoyed
reason
each
we're
other.
asking that is because we
Enjoyed
want to
each other.
know if it
What a-
adds to the
okay.
reasoning of a lot of
Yeah,
guys.
because Rule is right. I mean,
After
some
one
guys
thing.
want to hit it and quit it.
Good point.
He doesn't seem like that type. And I've tried texting, I reached out, Snapchat, like nothing. And I asked my friend, and who set us up, and she's like, I have no idea why he's acting this way. So I don't know what happened. Look, physically, I know I'm good in that area, so I don't think it was that. I'm completely baffled.
So you've had absolutely no contact with him since that date.
No contact. Literally nothing.
At one point, we just have to
Move on.
and be like, this sucks. This guy is totally ghosting me. And just, after like 4 days and then 7 days.
But you want that
and then
closure,
10
Rula.
days. Yes, you
don't
do want the closure.
Drives you
Eric,
nuts.
but what I'm wondering is, like, did you kind of say, all right, I got ghosted and now You're like, no, I'm not going to get ghosted. I want some closure.
It's nagging in my head. And, like, normally I'm pretty good about letting these things go because I can usually see, okay, well, this or that. But he was really cool. Like, we really hit it off.
Football's ruined for any team playing. Anytime you're watching any preview of any
it's
football
not,
game, you're
Rolla,
like, where's
come
that guy?
on. You can't let that happen. I mean, that's the worst part about ghosting, y'all, is that it's a despicable act, and then you start thinking, did I do something wrong?
I've literally replayed every moment in my head, and I can't figure it out.
Well, you gave us his number, so let's just call him.
Let's get Kevin to at least get the rings off the air, and he'll give us the thumbs up when he gets him on, and just get on that. And then we can just talk to Fallon for, until we get it. We'll get the thumbs up from Kevin. For those just tuning into the Rule and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE, we're doing a segment called Closure. Fallon went out on a date with a guy that she met from a mutual friend. They went to the preseason Texans game against the Bucks, and she got ghosted after that. She doesn't know where he is, and now she wants some closure. Like, what the heck happened? Do we have him? Do you get the thumbs up?
Yeah, we're getting a thumbs up from Kevin.
Hi, welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show. Ned, you are live right now on 104.1 KRBE. Thanks for taking the phone call. Hello.
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 Hi, Ned.
Hello.
Well, Ned, we're calling you because we're trying to bring a little bit of closure to somebody's life right now. Do you remember somebody named Fallon?
Yes, I do.
Good morning, Ned. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm really happy to talk to you. Just want to know why you ghosted me.
Why the hell would I want to talk to you? I'm trying to forget everything from that entire weekend.
Why would you speak to her this way?
Damn.
Why?
After what happened at brunch,
Are you serious right now? We had like an amazing time, like witty banter. I have no idea.
remember, my uncle's friend came over to say hi. How did I know you? You and my uncle dated almost 2 months. You guys were hot and heavy.
I don't know what the problem is.
You didn't tell us about that part, Fallon. You dated his uncle?
Yes, I dated him for 2 months. It was pretty much physical. It wasn't really anything emotional. I told him the truth on that. I'm not ashamed of it.
I cannot believe that you don't think that's weird. My uncle's in his 60s. How could I date someone who dated my uncle?
That is a good point.
This isn't 10, 20 years ago. This is like 6 months ago, and, you know.
Fallon, you left that part out.
Yeah, you definitely did not tell us that.
It wasn't that serious. It was literally just physical.
So wait a second. You were dating his senior citizen uncle, and you neglected to tell him about that.
He doesn't look like he's in his 60s. He's very fit. He still has like a six-pack. He takes care of his body.
Yeah, he takes care of his body, and what's disgusting is that you did too.
And in your defense, Fallon, we all have history of people we dated in the past.
Exactly.
Fallon, I'm kind of floored that you didn't have any kind of, because, when you came to us to say, I got ghosted by Ned after this great weekend, no part of you had any signals going off that Ned was put off by this fact about his
Well,
uncle?
he didn't know Rula until the next morning.
That's a
And that's
big
probably grossed
detail.
out. It's probably a shocking thing if he's, if you guys slept together, then to find out less than 12 hours later that your uncle was there as well. That's
Dude.
worse than Eskimo Brothers. That's something else.
That is worse
I
than
don't even know
Eskimo
what that phrase
Brothers.
is. I don't think
Eskimo
anything
Brothers
like
is two guys that are friends. They happen to have shared the same experience with a woman.
Oh, well. Okay, all of it's weird. And I can see why Ned probably felt uncomfortable. Maybe you could have taken the higher road, Ned, and just come forth with it and say, listen, I had a good time with you, but now that I know you've been with him, I can't see you again. Instead of just ghosting her, she just wanted to know what happened to you. She didn't have any closure as to a great time with a great guy, and now there's nothing.
Honestly, his uncle was a better kisser, so there you go.
Oh, now you definitely took a shot on the way out the door.
Well, Ned, thank you for clarifying this. Not a lot of people disagree with why you ghosted Fallon. Like I said, you could have taken a higher road and told her, but not everybody does. And thank you for taking our phone call. Sorry to bother you today.
I'm going to go take a shower now, thanks.
Yeah,
think we do too.
cleanse. All right, take care of yourself, Ned. And Fallon, come on, girl.
Stay out of the same family gene pool.
Right,
when
better-
you're dating.
It's good DNA.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
You just get on out of here. Take care of yourself. Goodbye. And it's 713-278-VENT. That's 8368. You can leave it there for us, and then we can debate it around the room. People are also welcome to text us at 37530 with their opinions as well. Now, this original call was pretty long because she had a lot of detail to these dates that she's been on, so we tried to condense it for the sake of date or ditch so y'all can judge. So here's the call we got.
I've been on, let's say, about 5 dates. He seems really cool. I'm totally attracted to him. He's fun. Date 3, Blake tells me that his family's coming into town and he knows it's really soon, but we like each other and he really just wants me to come to dinner with the whole family. So I agree to go, and everything's, the meeting went really well. And then all of a sudden, before dinner, the entire family stands up and does the entire national anthem at the restaurant in the middle of everything. And I'm like, I'm just here for like the queso and fajitas, but your whole family's doing the whole entire national anthem, like some kind of prayer before dinner, I asked him about it. He said that they come from a military family and that's just kind of something that they do. And, I admire the patriotism. I do. It's really, really cool. But, I don't know. I think maybe we're just from two different planets.
Wait a second.
Maybe it was a one-time thing.
Not the Pledge of Allegiance, but
whole national
say,
anthem.
can you see?
But you say it as
She said they do it. They all stand up and they did it like it was a prayer or something.
So I can
but
see
they
like you
sang it.
sat down maybe and like you held hands or something, or put your hand over your heart and you
No,
sang
she
it.
said they stood up.
But doesn't that make a spectacle of like everyone's looking at you?
Well,
Like,
it
some
depends on
people
how
don't like
loud
that.
they were singing.
I mean, was this at
Still, I see
a regular
people-
restaurant, or was this like at a
It's
sporting
fajitas.
event?
She said queso and fajitas.
Queso and fajitas, yeah.
So
Wow.
I have seen people
That's
do
different.
prayers before their dinner, no matter where they're sitting, and they're not really loud about it. But I've seen people sitting at the table doing their prayer, or in some cases, I've seen some people standing and doing it, but very quietly. So it's not really loud. But to do the whole national anthem before dinner, and he said that's something they do. So my assumption would be that they do this at every meal.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't say ditch out because of that. I mean,
Like that's probably a common thing in there.
Sam, do you
different.
get embarrassed of stuff like that? Like not that singing, just where people are
Right.
making where people staring
A
at you
commotion.
Like a spectacle.
at a restaurant.
Depends. Did I have my margarita before this happened, after it, or during?
Because I want to know.
And then are you
obviously-
disrespectful if you don't join in?
That's what I was saying. Like, what was her?
Oh yeah.
Because it's the first time being that it was a one-time thing with them.
Like you got to stand up.
But
How
it's
many
going to
people
happen
know-
again. So how did they look at her if she
Mouth it.
wasn't? Was she just kind of like
Someone
moving
thinks
her
it's
mouth?
a prank. Someone said they saw it on TikTok where families do this to embarrass
Initiate?
them. Oh, maybe that's what it
Really?
is.
They're trying to initiate her into the family.
Oh my gosh,
That's what
girl!
I'm
You should have
thinking.
left us more info. Has this? Did y'all have another
how many
dinner?
people-
Does he do it on his own when y'all go to dinner?
How many people
Does
know
he
every
want you
word
to
of
do-
that song? Like, I mean, you can sing
The whole
along at
thing
a
is
ball
too long.
game.
We're talking about the whole thing you hear at a ball game, not
Yeah.
the actual whole thing. The actual whole thing is like 4 verses.
Yeah, I think she's just being
Yeah.
pranked.
You think
say.
so?
Yeah.
I don't
Because
know
nobody would
because
do
she
that.
didn't
I
tell
don't
us
care how
anything
military-
afterwards. They didn't tell her.
Ask you are, or what, you're not going to just.
Sing the national anthem.
Is there
in a
anybody
restaurant.
listening right now
It
who
can't. It's going to be a prank.
sings the national anthem before you eat dinner like it's a prayer, and it's not a joke? You guys do it every single time. 713-390-KRBE. It only takes one person to answer that question, yes, for it to be real.
Yeah, because the version that we
I
get
see
at
the
ball
pledge.
games is edited down.
I can see the Pledge of Allegiance more than I could see.
Yes, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, with indivisible...
indivisibility? What?
Invisibility like a
Not
superhero.
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hooah.
Hooah!
Amen.
Sorry,
People
I
are saying
stumbled
that
there.
they
It's been
think
a long
it's a
time.
prank. Okay, girl. The
Gotta be a
girl that
prank.
I'm like, hey, girl, the girl that texted that left that message. Any update since then? Like, people think it's a prank. Did they tell you, ha, my family was just getting you?
Well, she would have said that.
Wouldn't she have called us later and said, guys, I left you all a
But
listener
that's
line
the
message?
ultimate mind
Right now he
screw.
says that's the ultimate prank when you don't
You don't...
say it's a prank.
Yeah.
You just let them think.
You just got to let them, just act like that's just normal.
The first time my brother-in-law Pete met my dad when he came down from Chicago, and they're a well-to-do Greek family in Chicago, and we're farmers. So my dad, he put on the bibs with no shirt.
Overalls.
Oh,
no
God.
shirt.
With no shirt.
And,
Your
like-
dad.
And we're about to go to dinner, and he put on that, and they came down the stairs. I was like, oh God, this is bad. You see Pete's reaction. He's like, oh, hi, Mr. Rao. And he didn't say anything. He didn't laugh or anything.
Well, of course. I
Because
mean,
you
he's
gotta
trying
be
to be good
respectful.
impression.
Yeah.
And
So
she's
just
married
messing with him.
for 30
So
years
just
now.
messing with him.
Yeah, just messing with us.
Oh,
screw
my
with them.
God, that's
That's what
hilarious.
dads do. That's our job, to embarrass our kids.
Lauren is on the line at 713-390-KRBE. Hello, Lauren.
Hi, good morning. I love you guys.
Thank you. All right, so
Yeah.
what's your verdict on this? Girl goes
Yeah,
to dinner, national anthem.
I think
I think it's a prank. I have seen it too before, like where they like do it just to mess with the girl to see how she like reacts. But usually, if it's a prank, they like say it like after, like, hey, we're just messing with you, like later. But I don't know like how long they're trying to make the prank. But I've seen it before, so maybe they are just messing with her a little bit. I don't know.
When you've seen it, how have you seen it? Like in person, or you just saw it on TikTok?
Just on TikTok, like where the girl goes over to like the family's house and they do something like sing a song, or I don't know if it's the national anthem, or like the Pledge of Allegiance or something, but it's something along those lines. I've seen it before, just on social media. I mean, who knows?
And in the social media viral video, did they, or if it's viral, I don't know, because other people are texting us. Do they reveal it to her in that video?
Yeah, they told her like later on in the evening that it was a prank.
Man,
sometimes for a true practical joke, you got to let it ride. You got to let it ride for a long time.
But this is a girl they're meeting for the first time. Now, she said that was the third date that happened, and she's had 5 dates with him. She did not say if it happened again.
She probably just thought it was weird, and maybe she's seeing.
But they don't live here because they were in town. Okay, let's go to Victoria on the line. Hi, Victoria. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
So, date or ditch. This girl goes to dinner with her new dude's family, and they all stand up and sing the national anthem like it's a prayer.
So I'm kind of on the fence. I would say date. So if it is a strong military family, say they're watching sports, if the national anthem comes on, they're going to stand up and do it. Also, if it's a strong military family, they are going to, at a specific time on base, they play, or a post, they play the national anthem. So it could be just a timing thing. It just happened to work at that point in time before dinner.
I've just never heard of it at a restaurant.
At a restaurant.
I've eaten out a lot. I've never seen anyone do that.
I mean,
so
and I'm thinking, well, fajita restaurants are usually pretty noisy. So depending on where they were seated and how loud they were singing, maybe it was masked by the.
I don't know.
I say keep dating. I want to find out what happens more.
Maybe that the next dinner, when they're done with dinner, they'll. Somebody break out a horn
for the cow that was sacrificed for the fajitas. Thank you, Victoria.